17 years after their first LEGO Star Wars game, Traveler's Tales has released their most ambitious LEGO game yet. In the Skywalker Saga, you get to experience all 9 main Star Wars movies in one game. And while it might not win over people who never liked the familiar formula, it's a dream come true for many fans. Just like the previous games, the Skywalker Saga is all about collecting stuff. You destroy your surroundings to get studs, use those studs to unlock new characters, keep your eyes open for mini-kits and solve puzzles, or do some light platforming to collect kyber bricks. It's a massive game with 23 planets to explore, 380 characters to unlock, over 1,000 bricks to find, and of course 45 story missions with the signature LEGO humor.
Not now. Go away. Just come back later. Thank you.
One of the first changes you'll notice is the new over-the-shoulder camera angle that brings you closer to the action. Combat is of course still pretty straightforward, and button mashing is a viable option, but the new combo system lets you earn more studs by using different melee attacks. In ranged combat, you can run up to destructible walls to take cover and rebuild them when they get destroyed. Enemies can block your attacks and you can sometimes counter theirs, but it's all very basic and casual. You hardly take any damage, you constantly regain health, and all mechanics are easy to grasp, which of course makes sense for a game targeted at such a young audience. You can choose to start from episode 1, 4, or 7. Depending on how much you explore, each movie will take a few hours to complete, which will then unlock the next one. In between story missions, you get to explore iconic locations full of hidden collectibles, puzzles, platforming sections, and people to talk to. Again, the amount of content here is overwhelming, but even more importantly, there's so much variety in these puzzles. There are time trials, shooting ranges, and even stuff like a puppet theater. For some, you need characters of different classes that can use abilities like lifting boxes or using a grappling hook. Obviously, not all bricks are connected to unique ideas, and many of them are just slightly out of reach, with a lot of buttons to push, stuff to insert, and towers to climb. But as long as you're not planning to collect a lot of them, it shouldn't get too repetitive. Kyber bricks are used to buy upgrades. Some of these are pretty useful, like the abilities to run faster, gain studs for certain tasks, or track them from a greater distance. But overall, I found them pretty unnecessary, which of course made collecting bricks less rewarding. Visually, the game is stunning. The unique looks of the planets, the attention to detail in their design, and the way the plastic looks, especially when there's lightsabers involved. But the visuals are just one part that shows how much of a love letter to Star Wars this game is. There are so many references and goofy jokes here that will bring a smile to the faces of fans. But someone who's not familiar with the movies most likely won't be able to follow the story. Sure, it's impressive how they managed to cram all 9 movies into one game, but many scenes feel a bit too rushed. As someone who never liked LEGO games, I was hoping my love for Star Wars, the great visuals, and overhauled combat would finally win me over. But unfortunately, I got bored by the easy and repetitive gameplay after a few hours. Now, I'm not saying this is a bad game, but it certainly didn't reinvent itself. Those who lack the nostalgia for previous LEGO games will probably still enjoy it if they really like collecting stuff. For parents, this is an amazing opportunity to share their love for this franchise with their kids in split-screen co-op. And I'm sure people who enjoyed previous LEGO Star Wars games will love the stunning presentation, charming references, familiar gameplay, and sheer size of this game. Thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed this, and let me know what you think of this game in the comments below.
No. Oh.